Hey guys, it's RogerDeath here, and I'm going to be doing this live, in fact. I am playing as Leona, finally. And so I'm going to have you guys along for the first time. So my commentary is going to be kind of rough around the edges for the first...
Chosen of the sun.
For this playthrough, because I just... It's my first time playing as Leona. You can more... I welcome you to compare it against my history, and you'll see I have not played Leona before. It just hasn't happened. And so, I do have the Valkyrie skin of awesomeness. So it's gonna be interesting to see how she plays. I've not tried her out.
Ever vigilant.
So let's start off.
30 seconds.
Don't stare directly at me for too long.
Joke. Another joke.
I think I broke a nail. Good thing it wasn't mine.
Let's see if she has another one.
Don't stare directly at me for too long.
Okay, that failed. Taunt.
Next time, try to leave a dent.
Okay, does she have a second taunt, maybe?
Next time,
No.
try to leave a dent.
Still sounds awesome. That's a cool laugh. And here's her dance. As my frame rate drops. There we go. Cool. And of course she's pulling the cheap ol'
Stay at the vanguard.
pull away to mid to get the cheap kill. Just so downright cheap.
They'll have to get through me.
I hate people doing it.
First blood.
Just because it ruins me of that experience. I don't want god dang cheap kills.
I must not fall.
I want to win because I've won. Because I've played against... Yeah, it's just AI, but...
An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Like I said, I know it's just against AI, but... You know, I came in to try out a champion, not to get a quick win. Everybody else that's trying out Leona
Rally to me.
it's the same way. Bash you with my shield, Warwick. And of course, so Tryndamere goes back right away because he can buy something. And I am having issues because I'm getting attacked by two of them, and Tryndamere here ain't helping because he did the douchebag move.
First light approaches.
And so, if you couldn't tell by my choice of items, I'm trying her AP. It's a fairly popular thing to do. So, I think it'll work out fine. But, I just don't know. I've never actually done it before, so... I'm interested to see how it is.
I must not fall.
This Cho'Gath really wants to kill me. And I'm lagging, so it's not like it matters. Oh, that's fun. This happens to me still, and it still really pisses me off. Come on. Yeah, die Cho'Gath.
Stand and fight.
Ah, I couldn't get away quick enough, so I get an execution. That's alright. I can handle an execution, and like I did say, it is my first time playing her. But I want to get something out there because I've been looking forward to her. I know a lot of the community has been looking forward to her, and yeah, it's not my best gameplay, but
You have slain an enemy.
it's gonna be raw, you know.
Stay at the
It's
vanguard.
not gonna be this cushy. I know how to play like crazy
An enemy
gameplay.
has been slain.
It's that initial stuff, the stuff when you're still trying to learn how
The
to use
sun
them the
always
right
rises.
way. That's the kind of gameplay I like. Especially with new champions. Jarvan, when I did my thing on him, he was... It was his
I will
first week.
protect you.
I had played only a few games with him.
An enemy has
And
been slain.
I had built this guy.
I will break their line.
An ally has been slain.
And only downside is she can't activate her own sunlight charge, which is really,
to me.
really annoying. Because it kind of breaks down what she does. You can't really
Ever
solo lane as
vigilant.
her as proper as you could other tanks, because her passive requires somebody else to be there to take advantage of it. So to me, that
First
kind of
light
removes her from the
approaches.
tank category. Is that she's got to be with somebody else. If you look at any other tank in the game,
Stand and fight.
and of course I missed. See, that's something I like. Is
I will protect
I
you.
see I suck here. I can see why I'm sucking. Because I don't know her abilities that well. At this point, I'm still trying to learn them. And yet, the ratios on
I must
on
not fall.
all of them really aren't that great, to be honest. Or AP ratios. They're not very good. Her highest is a 0.8, and that's on her ultimate. That's not very high. When you think about it, is it? Now, for a tanking character, I like the Soul Shroud idea. Because it gives mana per 2 enemies, gives you health, or 2 allies around you. Well, if you played the game, you know what it
Rally
does.
to me.
And, I like that. And it's not like she's a super slow champion, but she's not one of the faster ones. But since she's supposed to be, look at that. Look at the size of that shield. She's carrying around a fairly
An ally
large
has
shield.
been slain.
Oh, and we got an idiot Tryndamere here, who has to get 2 early kills
Stay at the
to
vanguard.
really be effective. Ow. So I don't know how this game's gonna go.
First light approaches.
Killing spree.
Thankfully, though, I managed to be under a
They
turret when I
will
did
be
that, so I
sundered.
did have. And see, I missed again.
Ever
Exact
vigilant.
same way. Too. And I completely miss
An enemy has
there,
been
and
slain.
I
The sun
really don't want
always
Warwick to
rises.
just destroy me. So I'm kind of trying to play things a little loose.
An
Chosen
enemy
of the
has been
sun.
slain.
Ah, see, look at that.
An
It's because
ally
Tryndamere's
has
playing
been
so
slain.
offensive, I'm having a hard time getting any damage-wise in. Like, I has my ability, and then it just
I
can't
will
hit
break
him.
their line.
An enemy has been slain.
The sun always rises.
His Trinimir's not even that great. Although he might be here for the same reason I'm here, to get better with this champion. I doubt it, though.
Rally to me. Stay at the vanguard.
Gotta stay back. Because now we've gotten ganked by Rise. Fun! Yay!
Ever vigilant.
That's cool. Not. Whatever.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Chosen of the sun.
So Warwick's heading up. Ooh, I smashed him. With the solar flare. First solar flare I landed on Rise, and it's... Yay for... I think if I hadn't had my Eclipse up, I would have been screwed there. It gave me enough resists. This Trinity is extremely cocky. Look at him. He really wants these kills. I don't think he's got the stuff to get him.
Twilight fades.
So holy cow. That's still at level 1? Yeah, but it's got more AP on it now.
Feel the sun's glory.
So, yeah, that's doing a lot more damage. Yeah, and it increased a lot from one level to the next.
They'll have to get through me.
An enemy
Just
has
look
been
at that.
slain.
She does some good AoE damage, but I won't say that... She's not like Mordekaiser from what I've seen in that. She's so easily breakable. She can just take her and make her into an AP carry. No, she's not looking that way. Her ratios are really bad.
Feel the sun's glory.
Like, holy cow, bad.
An enemy has been slain.
Oh, boom! Direct hit on the Warwick. Come on, Warwick. Come on, come on. Smack your face in. Ah! I'm still learning how to use Leona, and I'm comfortable with failing when I'm trying a new character out. It makes sense to me. Oh crap.
An enemy has been slain.
I must not fall.
There we go, though. Oh, I love how everybody's worried about top, and yet nobody cares about down here about bottom. We've got Garen, a Tryndamere, and... Why do we have so many people up top? Why? I don't need that many people up top.
Stay at the vanguard.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Especially since they're all going up there to get him. So. Yeah, they got him because there was that 3v1. Put it in that. Really?
First light approaches.
It's kind of decaying. Trin didn't appear to be using his stacks correctly, so he's taking a ton of damage. This ability seems like it'd be great for farm. Yeah. It's a great farm.
They will be sundered.
She doesn't have a very quick attack speed. I'm going to bet that at level 18 she still hasn't peaked over 1. I'm not entirely sure on that.
The sun always rises.
But, where it's looking right now, I don't think it'll happen. Okay, so it's last time we champion. So it's a
Chosen of
line.
the sun.
Boom. Oh, still no.
Rampage.
Yeah, look, I'm just barely hitting .8, whereas Mordekaiser, I'm .8 a long time ago. So I don't think her attack speed's gonna max out near as high as Mordekaiser's. Which, you know, while I like her, oh god.
Ever vigilant.
Rampage. An enemy has been slain.
And get away. Thanks to a good combination of abilities. They do work well together. I'll say that. She needs more cooldown though. This is not enough cooldown.
You have been
What?
slain.
It's back a turret. I said back to turret. NB. Whatever. Whatever, man. And I was pretty much done anyway. I should have just teleported. Whatever. Go with the Randuin's Omen now. It gets me tankier. And then after that, I think I'm gonna start building some
Your team
magic
has
here.
destroyed a turret.
No, I've been building Morella's tomb actually.
The sun always
It works
rises.
for her. Gives cooldown, gives magic, gives mana regen. It's awesome.
I will break their line.
Helps her cause hurt. Which she desperately needs help in that area. She has almost no attack, from what I can see.
Stand
So
and
perhaps
fight.
it is better to build her pure tank, which means I'll need to whip out tank runes again. Or I mean, tank masteries. I don't have tank runes.
Rampage.
That's something I've been. That comes after I finish my jungling
Twilight
page,
fades.
and I've got to
Has
change
been
some
slain.
quintessences on that first. So, Leona.
They'll have to get through me.
What do I think of her so far? Fun. Super practical. Not really.
Chosen of the sun.
Enemy killing spree.
That's cute. Warwick,
An enemy has
Warwick
been
tried to
slain.
get me, but I'm gonna. Ow, I've taken some damage. I need better health per 5. Ouch.
Rally to me.
This is
Dominating.
it's causing a fair bit of pain. Yeah, I'm definitely a blow. So, tanky is the way to go. Not Natmog's build, but there's no tanky AP-ish build. Really.
Twilight fades.
There's, we've got Atmogs for tanky AD. What do we have for tanky AP? I don't really have anything. We have
I
a
must
few
not
items
fall.
that can work, but nothing that really gives her that power. And I think Riot's doing that intentionally. Because they don't want their AP casters to
First light approaches.
their AP
Ally has been
tankies
slain.
doing tons of damage as well
Enemy
as
double
just
kill.
being insane tanky. It's a guess, and I don't
Stay
know
at
if
the
I'm
vanguard.
correct with that guess or not. Oh man, that was a good farm there too, though. It just
Feel
seems
the
like
sun's
they
glory.
there's so much tanky meta, tanky DPS meta, and Leona doesn't seem to be really fitting into that.
Ever vigilant.
She's definitely much tanky. She's definitely very tanky.
An ally has been slain.
He's got all the crit chance and attack speed. He should be the one that's doing it. I'm just saying, can someone do this? Cause I can't. Whatever.
An ally has been slain.
Man, they really want to reduce their cooldowns, don't they?
An enemy has been slain.
10, 20. I'm gonna go with Heart Gold. I'm gonna go with
An enemy has been slain.
Randuin's Omen
I will protect you.
for this item, for my last item. That'll give me 39% cooldown reduction. Tops me off there. Gives me health regen. Gives me health. Gives me armor. Only thing it really needs, because I mean it's got that those passives too.
The turret has been destroyed.
It's got a chance at slowing.
Chosen of
I mean,
the
there's
sun.
a lot of reasons to use her. And a lot of reasons to use Randuin's on her, but there's just not... There's no real reason to build her AP.
Stand and fight.
And, I mean, she can get away because her abilities don't...
The sun
They-
always rises.
I just don't know. My verdict's still out on Leona as anything but tanky, and even then...
Stay your vanguard.
And of course, because Trindamir's not completed a single... Yeah, this Trindamir is horrible. It's not like he's got the excuse of being a new champion. Trindamir is a champion that's been out for so long. Is free very often. Leona's brand new today. Wednesday. Today's Wednesday. Today I'm recording this. Today you'll see this is likely Thursday, because I will likely upload it then, because my internet back
They'll
home is...
have to get through me.
So, I have an excuse for not really knowing Leona. For not having her abilities in the right order. For not really knowing her as a champion. I'm gonna play with her a little more after this video. I don't know how much, because tomorrow I'm gonna be gone for... Thursday I've got work. And my family is also going to the midnight premiere of the last Harry Potter movie, so we will be gone doing that as well. Not lots of time.
They will be sundered.
Boom! I can see wanting to level up, oh god, the Shield of Daybreak a lot more, because it is her stun. It does cause damage. But her Eclipse should also be leveled up fairly a decent amount.
Ever vigilant.
Killing spree.
I will protect you.
An enemy has been slain.
And see, that's a good example. I'm not even building that Tinky right now, and I just survived a lot. Starting out with the Doran Shield, getting
An enemy has been
Martret's,
slain.
definitely the way to go for her.
Has been slain.
She's not like a lot of tanks that they can tank it, not tank. And that kind of saddens me. Because I was hoping for, when I saw AP ratios, I'm like, yeah, we can do this. I can do the same Mordekaiser build, and no. Look at this. It's pitiful damage. At 30 AP, Mordekaiser's just shredding enemies. He's doing it at 0 AP too, but you are a lot. You're fairly common to see at 30 AP. Yeah, actually more than 30 AP. It's fairly common to see a decently AP'd Mordekaiser, because he does at least usually, at the very least, get a Raleigh's Crystal Scepter. And that's like a key component for them, is that Raleigh's. It gives him that CC he needs. But I'm not here to talk about champions that aren't Leona. Will I continue to play Leona? Absolutely. Will I continue to play her AP? Absolutely not. She cannot be played AP like most people were hoping, honestly. Like I said, that saddens me because I do like taking tanks and breaking their AP ratios, but it's like they've learned their lesson from Mordekaiser.
I will protect you.
That's extremely disappointing for me. Thinking I could pull another Mordekaiser out of my
Ever vigilant.
pocket just because he's got the AP ratios. I was excited. I thought, cool, let's do this. Yeah. And then I see, and I'm actually using her abilities, and they're not very good. She's obviously geared way more towards a tank than anybody previously thought. I mean, she's got no damage potential. Her passive's only good if somebody else is around.
The sun always rises.
I love Leona. She's an awesome champion. She's just...
I must not fall.
She's hampered in that she's so strong to one...
Rampage.
She's got such a strong suit in this one thing.
Double kill.
And in everything else, she's mediocre at best. Her biggest strength is in her the massive amounts of CC she can dish out. Q gives pretty much an instant one. My dog's in the background, of
The
course.
sun always rises.
And her ult, if you land it right, it's another good CC. And like I said, I love her, Leona, but not as an AP champion. She can't do it.
Twilight
And this is coming from the guy that Constance's carrying as an AP Mordekaiser. She just doesn't have air in her. I'm gonna end up with a 9 something attack speed.
An ally has been slain.
9.9. That's lower than Mordekaiser. But it works on him
will be sundered.
because all of his other abilities have so much power, and they don't focus on melee range. Whereas Q's a melee range,
Chosen of the
W's a
sun.
melee range. He's an initiator, and R is an extremely powerful initiator as well. None of them have any power to them.
Feel the sun's glory.
And I'm really disappointed by that. I know I have said this a lot, but
An enemy has
I
been
will
slain.
protect you.
An enemy has been slain.
I didn't think it'd be this bad. And it's extremely bad.
First light approaches.
You need, basically you just need AP. And AP runes and masteries to really give her a shot. What else can you do? I mean, the only real item I think that's AP and it gives tank is the Abysmal Scepter. It gets a fair bit of ability power, but she doesn't make a whole lot of use of it. Look at this. Pitiful ratios. But, you know what? Ride made her a tank. She's a tank. That's just the way things are.
I will break their line.
So, what have I learned today? I've learned not to play Leona AP. She's not
Stay at the vanguard.
Mordekaiser 2.0. Despite her, as much as I want her to be, she just isn't.
I must not
And
fall.
her best work is when teammates are around her that she can sponge the some of the damage.
Ever vigilant.
She sponges the damage, and just by using a single
Stay
ability
at
on a
the
target,
vanguard.
she's inflicting a ton of damage on them indirectly. She's inflicting 140 magic damage in an indirect manner. That's
Chosen of the sun.
a lot of her passive that can stack.
Legendary.
You know, if you space out your abilities, you can inflict a lot of damage using that in a fight. Look at this. Look at these cooldowns. 5 seconds.
Twilight fades.
8.5 seconds. 5.5 seconds. 45 seconds.
They'll have to get through me.
Dominating.
And
Light approaching.
notice that she can't seem to last hit for crap. Tank. If you watch this and you just don't know how to play Leona, I'm telling you right now, it's tank. She has no damage,
Always rising.
no solo damage. It's all in her being with her teammates. Really? That's where all that damage is. 'Cause, I mean, look at that. It took me every single one of my abilities multiple times to be able to get that kill.
Feel the sun's glory.
And then there's when you just completely miss.
I will break their
And even
lines.
as a tank, her abilities feel really weak. Her ult doing 350 damage? Really?
Rally to me.
That's insanely low. I've not
Ever
seen
vigilant.
such a low damage ult ever.
I must not fall.
I mean, it's extremely bad. I'm almost tempted. I don't like to say a champion's an unusable state. Pantheon, you can just need to get really farmed. However hard it is to get really farmed, that's not the point. You need to get really farmed to be good with it, to do a lot of damage with him. Twitch has his moments. He's still stealthy. You still have, if you're out in the middle of a lane, he can just come and destroy you, regardless. Same with Eve. Yeah, she's not as broken, but she's still got a lot of power on. Yorick didn't seem like there was a whole big buff on him, so do I think he was fine? Yeah. I've proven that he at post buff he works extremely well. If you haven't seen that video, I have post buff Yorick, and he's extremely powerful. There's no question about that if you put the right build on him. But Leona really doesn't have a place to me. Mordekaiser has better base stats, has better AP ratios, can tank without buying any really tanky items. And then there's Leona, who everybody expected to be this Mordekaiser 2.0, and she really has almost no damage.
Chosen of
Did I
the
miss a
sun.
memo around here? Something? Riot? 350 AP. 350 damage from an ultimate. I know most of the benefits in the slow and the
I
stun,
will
but
protect you.
350 damage? Really? I've seen base abilities do that with this much AP.
They will be
And
sundered.
plus 63 magic damage on an ult. The scaling's 0.8. I think Riot has some work to do on this champion. She's good,
Stay at the vanguard.
but she could be better. Just like Ashe is a good mid, but Corki's better.
The sun always rises.
Just like, I don't know, you know, you can go support Sona.
Has been slain.
Soraka's better.
I must not fall.
Yeah, there's champions that are good at what they do, but then there's just those that are better. I have no doubt in my mind that Leona is one of those champions that's falling into this. She's good, but X is better.
They'll have to get
Mordekaiser.
through me.
Look at Garen. He's not. He's an off tank, and using core items that help him get strong. Him and his abilities get stronger.
Killing spree.
Way stronger than Leona.
First light approaches.
Yeah, he doesn't have an initiate. No, he doesn't really have an escape mechanism. Leona doesn't have the escape. She's got an initiate.
Rally to me.
Ally has been slain.
I mean, just she does no damage.
An enemy has been slain.
She's a tank. Not anything else. And even then, damage from a tank like this is it's extremely bad.
I will break their line.
It's just really, really bad. Like I said, I don't like to call a champion broken. And that they
Ever
can't
vigilant.
really be played. They have no place on a team. Leona, I sadly think, kind of falls into this category. She really has no damage. Unless you get 40% cooldown. She has no damage when she starts getting some ability power on her. She's got tanking. That's it. She really doesn't have any reason that somebody would want to focus on them. And that bothers me. Tanks are supposed to get focused on. Why should we focus on her over so-and-so who's doing tons of damage? Let's take care of them first.
Feel the sun's glow.
Riot kind of has a missed opportunity here. She's a Rakor warrior, essentially. Like Pantheon, except... Ironic, I realized that. She's just like Pantheon, except...
Has been slain.
crap. Too. Isn't that interesting how it works out?
Stand and fight.
Where's this AP? Where's this attack? What
Twilight
would make
fades.
somebody want to focus on her over the person who's doing all the damage? She doesn't have enough damage output to have anybody focus on her.
Stay at the vanguard.
I get these same items on Mordekaiser. Oh my god. Get Mordekaiser down now. He will hurt so bad with just these basic items.
Approaches.
Leona doesn't have this potential. And it hurts her hard. She really doesn't have any place on the team.
An enemy has been
There are tanks that are better. There's AP tanks that's better. There's off tanks that's better. She needs some work, I think, at this point. It kills me to say it. I really like Leona. I really want to. But man, she still needs some work. Thank you guys for watching though. It was a decent game. We learned some stuff about Leona. I'm not really happy about any of it, but I did say I would keep playing her. I'm gonna play her for a few more games, see how she works out. Try her in a PvP game as well and see how that goes. She might have a better place in a PvP game. I don't know. Thank you for watching the first video I have put up on my channel for Leona, the Radiant Dawn. My name is RogerDeath. Good night, everybody.